taking a break from our hike.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're probably close to 2 miles into the hike from our van, and you can't see much. We just started getting into the trees, and you can't even see the top of the mountain, but it's about 6,000-7,000 feet up that way, and we're pretty high up. Made our first landmark, the cabins. See back there, the little cabin. It's probably about 4.5 miles into the trip, and we got probably about 1.5 miles left, which is awesome because we're feeling it. And we got about 3+ hours of sunlight, so good accomplishment to make it to the first landmark. Made it to Lake Como, finally.
Thank God.
Probably about 6.5 hours. We covered probably 4,000 vertical, about 6 miles.
Got pretty tough there towards the end.
It's real tough towards the end.
We were happy to see
made
the
it.
lake. Now we're gonna set up shop.
Oh yeah, make some Chef Boyardee for dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe,
We just saw a ram too.
yeah, one of the
500 feet back.
bighorn ram.
He was standing real majestic.
Oh, check it out, there's a lake. About 8 o'clock Tuesday morning?
Yeah.
Tuesday morning. Just got a fire going. We couldn't get one going last night. But finally, took forever, but we got a fire going. And it's freezing. We had a miserable
night of sleep.
the worst night of sleep of our
God.
lives.
Probably slept for 2 hours.
Yeah, in the 12
And
hours
it
that we
was-
tried to sleep.
It was freezing.
Yep. But the scenery's awesome in the morning. Pretty sick. We're at Como Lake. Probably gonna push for Crater Lake later. We don't think we're gonna do the peak. We don't have the snow gear for it, so we'll see. Made it to Blue Lake. We're officially above the tree line. We're at about 12,200 feet about, according to the map. And there's Blue Lake. And we have to ascend that cliff to get to Crater Lake. Unfortunately, we won't be making it to the peak of Blanca, which is right there, because it's supposed to be a big snowstorm tomorrow. So we got to be off the mountain by then. So we'll fill you in when we get to Crater. Just made it to Crater Lake. Reached our goal. Check the view. The lake is right up there with Zos Canyon. I still can't see it. That was exhausting. We're probably at about 1,300 something feet. This isn't it. This time we actually made it to Crater Lake. See it back there. The island in it. But out of nowhere, these big storm clouds just started rolling in. It's flurry. And there wasn't supposed to be any snow for today until tomorrow, but this could soon turn into a pretty bad situation if we don't get off the mountain soon. It's about 8 hours till our car, so good luck. Still flurrying, and we still have to go straight down that. It's probably about 60 degree. Down to that lake, which isn't even the lake we camped at. We have to go past that to another lake, and it's still flaring. Great. Well, we just started our descent down the mountain about 10 minutes ago. And look what we found first thing. 2 bighorn sheep, probably about
Couple of rams.
30 yards away. Massive.
And they're looking at us. Like,
And I don't even know if we're supposed to really look at them too.
I don't know.
They're big ones.
Charging at us, and we don't know what we're in for.
Those are some big ones. We saw a couple of rams yesterday, but other than that, we really haven't seen much wildlife. Glad we haven't seen bears. We'll fill you in when we're getting closer to the bottom. As you might be able to see, snow is starting to come down real hard. We're still about 10,000 feet above sea level. Probably a good 5-hour hike away from our car. So if it keeps snowing like this, dangerous.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse.
We gotta get out of here. Well, we're moving a lot quicker on the way down than we were on the way up. This is our first break, and we've covered at least a mile so far, so it's looking good. First glimpse of the van.
Yeah.
On the way down, see that tiny, you probably can't see it, but
it's like a little grain of
tiny
sand.
little road. And one of the little parking lots, that's where our van's parked, a tiny little speck. But that means we're probably still about 3 miles out, but hard part's over, hopefully.
Yeah.
And no more snow, little drizzle. But it got snowing pretty hard about an hour ago. That was no
Definitely kept us on our toes.
yeah, that was no Bear Grylls over dramatic garbage. It was really snowing. And the last thing we wanted to do was get stuck out here in the snow with definitely not adequate gear for it. So
Yeah, that would have been pretty serious.
glad we made it out. You know, we might be getting back to the van sooner than we thought because we were moving pretty fast. So. Fellows on an ATV coming down. A lot easier for them than it is for us right now. Let me tell you. Maybe they'll pick us up. Who knows? Well, back in the desert. It's pretty dry up here. Pretty hot too. Probably about 60s, 70s, but the cloud cover's good. No rain or no snow. But even better news, we're about 100 yards from the vent. We made it. We're in our home stretch. Plenty of sunlight left. Probably head right to Burger King. Eat as much as we can, because we haven't eaten much at all in the last 2 days. Or drank much at all. Behind us, see what we climbed. All the way up there. Probably doesn't look big from the camera, but from here